Trapper be nasty like that sometimes. So, my friends, you have come here because you would like to chop people's faces off. Well, you have come to the right place, as I am here to educate you. So, first order of business, you gotta decide what kind of person you want to be when chopping people's faces off. Would you like to be Snappy Boy? Bingy Bongy Boy? Loud Boy? Teleporty Lady? Teleporty Lady Part 2? Zappy Dude? That one guy from those movies? Mommy? Daddy? Leatherbilly? Guy who should probably get a new wardrobe? Kermit? Guy who should probably stop doing that. That's just it's disturbing. Just stop. The lady from The Ring who escaped from her video player. Pat Pennick. Ghostface. Pukey Lady. Ghostface Part 2. Once you have made your choice, you will probably immediately regret having picked the nurse. Teleporting sounds dope, but you don't know nearly enough about this game. So I'm gonna suggest we move on to something else. Literally anything else. I see you have picked the Huntress. Again, you probably do not know enough about this game. I understand that throwing hatchets seems nice, but she's slower. She's slower, and your aim is bad. So you might wanna. I see you picked the Doctor. That's a good one for your rank of 20. Now that you have picked a killer that is appropriate for your rank, you're gonna go over here to the Blood Web. Realize you don't have nearly enough blood points to do anything, and you should probably just get started. Oh, but you forgot. You can equip one perk. Pick one perk now. Since you are playing the Doctor, your choice of the best singular perk that you can pick out the gate is probably Monitor and Abuse. Having a smaller terror radius is nice. The terror radius is the Hardy Beaties. Hardy Beaties. I see you have disregarded my advice and instead chosen the nurse. At least you are aware that you're going to get fucked. So, there's that. Your build's half decent. You have quite a lot of perks for someone who's new. That's a little strange.
I'm terrible. You guys are gonna have a great game.
At least you're a realist.
Chase people.
If you are new to the nurse, it is important to remember that you don't know fucking anything. You don't know how long she's gonna be fatigued for. You don't know how long you need to hold the fucking trigger down for. You don't know fucking nothing. So, it's not as important that you kill the people as you learn what the fuck you're doing. So once your timing is a little better, you're gonna be doing a little better. If you don't trust your blink,
What? You're gonna run away.
let them be potatoes. Trust in the potato. Since you are a potato, the people you're after will probably potato as well. So, focus on the important things. Learn what you don't know, which is specifically the timing. You're gonna get a little bit of leeway in the beginning simply because you're bad. And they're bad. And since everyone's bad, from what I've learned, ignorance favors the killer. Even if the killer is ignorant, like very clearly ignorant,
at the end of the day, sometimes you catch a break and fucking person doesn't even make it to the fucking match. You know what I'm saying? Like, you played against 3 people in this match. That's a really good first match for Nurse. You know, low stress. Low stress Nurse. One thing you will basically have to do in this game if you want to be a badass top tits killer is crank that look sensitivity to 100. It's a little tough to manage on the chainsaw killers. I'm not gonna lie. When you're trying to chainsaw around a tree and your fucking look sensitivity is like a gajillion, you might bump into that tree. But I save my chainsaw killers for PC. Straight the fuck up. You get way more control. So on the consoles, I tend to mostly play the M1 killers and not so much the ability killers. My favorite killer is Trapper. But the thing is, you don't know fucking the maps. If you knew the maps, I would be like, hey guy, play Trapper. But since you don't know the maps, how are you gonna put your traps anywhere that's like reasonable? I remember the first time I was like, oh, Trapper, he's easy, I'll play that. But I didn't know fucking shit. I didn't know anything at all about the fucking game. So where did I put my traps? Probably goddamn horrible places. Probably stupid, ineffective ass places. Where do I put them now? Dope ass places. So once you know the maps a little bit better, consider playing Trapper. Another reason I really like Trapper is there's a fucking shitload of killers with add-ons that I just don't care for. Just marginal add-ons. Ones that I'm like, I don't want to spend blood points on this, I'm gonna just buy the cheap shit. On Trapper, fucking it's all Gucci, man. It's literally all Gucci. I even like the padded jaws, and those make me toothless, which most people would traditionally consider pretty bad. But if you bring yourself some save the best for last, and the person gets trapped right in front of you, hadoink! Would you look at that? That's one token on save the best for last. And oh, the survivor didn't know they were going to pop up. Hadoink part 2. 2 tokens on save the best for last. Because I brought what is traditionally a shitty add-on. So, you know, it's a double-edged sword on that front. But the point of the matter is that I really, really, really... all the add-ons are just good for me. They work. They work. It's been a good first match for you. I'm very skeptical that this is your first match. You're not great. I can tell that you don't trust your teleport much. But and traditionally you see nurses calling on the nurse, but I'm guessing that you are anticipating you having it. And instead you went with the blood tracker perk. Not a bad play, because they're probably gonna play around nurses calling, let's be real. And this map kinda sucks, but the blood, the fluorescent blood, it goes a long way. I think you made a... that was kinda weird. How did you... that was like, it was like slow time. This person knows things that I do not. And if you haven't guessed, this footage is me. I'm narrating me, because these were some scrub-tastic matches. They fill the void of me not having any rank 20 footage. I don't think I saved any of me being a shit tier scrub killer. I don't think I did that. I could probably practice nurse more, to be honest. Like, this match was half decent. If I had more faith in my teleports, I'd probably know what was going on a little better. So, overall, a quality nurse match with plenty to learn from and some good tips for your scrub-tasticness. You're gonna miss a lot of swings. It's impatient swings are gonna get you. And they're gonna get you much harder the much slower you're moving. No lie. Just to break fucking what whack-ass accent I'm doing. Impatient swings when you're playing killer are going to be the most detrimental thing you can do to yourself. Because everything else the survivors are going to do to you, so let's not split hairs over that. The lunge range is proportionate to how fast you're moving. So if you have speed buffs, be it bloodlust or play with your food, you're going to lunge farther. And so you need, if you play a lot of regular killers that move at the regular speed and stuff, and you go down to an easier killer, slower killer, if you go down to a slower killer, you need to realize that you're not going to lunge as far, and you need to like kind of tell your brain that, otherwise you're gonna fuck up a bunch. I have that problem when I go to hag.
Yeah, whatever. Still though, dope.
So I see you have once again conveniently disregarded my advice. It's a ballsy move. I see that you have brought the quick reload out the locker perk. I'm tempted to laugh at you because if your aim is good, 5 hatchets should be sufficient. But I get the feeling you're leaning into that because you need yourself some practice. Traditionally, as a huntress, you rock that perk when you're rolling with your iridescent heads because you're going to be reloading more often, naturally speaking. So I was lucky enough not to have to edit this down. You get pretty lucky and you find someone basically right off the bat. However, this is a match of highs and lows. There's some sick-ass hatchets, and there's some really embarrassing plays. Your timing on this chase is all kinds of off. This guy ain't no scrub. He wearing bloody clothes. You should know that, you basic bitch. You should know he's gonna know that you're gonna throw. So instead of doing the throw, push! I agree, that was some BS.
No one can hit me through there.
Alright. Like I said, you make some good plays. But your timing was all off. You should have pushed through that pallet because that would have tripped them the fuck out. And then, when it came time for them to actually throw the pallet, you need to be winding as they're throwing. If the pallet's down, and you're just now starting to wind up, don't even fucking bother. You already fucked up. Your timing is bad. Your timing is bad, but in all fairness, having seen this footage, their jokes are good.
Got 2 generators to kick on the way back.
The jokes are good.
I actually don't have any hatchets. That's fun. Oh, there's none even remotely nearby either. Should probably just get this person to throw a pallet then disengage.
You point out a classic Huntress error in your assessment of what you gotta now do with the situation. Your classic Huntress error was you took some risky shots. Some shots that you're not quite qualified enough yet to make. And it left you burnt out at a time where you needed hatchets. All the sick hatchets in the world, at this point, my friend, aren't really gonna make up for the fact that you're getting gen rushed. And that leads into the other issue you're facing. You ain't got no stalls. This is a team that has plenty of stalls. We see D-strike. We see balanced landing. We see all kinds of fun shit, right? Oh, we saw an insta-heal. That's stacks and stacks of delays on their side. What kind of delays you got on your side? Sloppy Butcher. Sloppy Butcher doesn't even affect hatchets. And right now I'm thinking maybe the reason you're emphasizing hatchets so much is because you got a daily. And oopsies, probably shouldn't have brought Sloppy Fucking Butcher if you're going to be leaning into these hatchets so much. If your plan was to hit him with the hatchet and then tap him with the Sloppy Butcher, it's not working out. And I'm not even 100% sure that you can apply Sloppy Butcher after they're already injured. I'm pretty sure you can, but you just ain't. You just ain't. So your one stall's fucking useless here, okay? What you needed was a stall that was outside of you. You needed something like Corrupt Intervention. Probably want even Ruin more than you want the Corrupt Intervention, because you're having a little trouble stealing these chases, right? So even if Ruin gets popped, it's gone. But the matches where Ruin doesn't get popped, it's going to buy you more value than Corrupt Intervention, because in 2 minutes, you ain't done much. That was actually fucking dope. That's why we have Barbecue and Chi-Chi on the fucking Huntress, alright? Alright. So, I lost my train of thought there. Stalls. Yes. I think Ruin's going to be a little bit better for you. If you had higher skill and you were down to people quickly, I think you would get more value out of the Corrupt Intervention. But right now, it's hit or miss anyway, so you might as well take the hit or miss of the Ruin and hope it's a hit. I'm going to talk over your mumbling. We know you're out of hatchets. So, again, it's going to be hit or miss no matter what. Right now, on the hits where Ruin stays fucking hidden for a long-ass time, you're going to get more value. Once your competency is there, and it's lamentable, my friend, because for a while they were going to allow headshots to insta-down people, and I've seen more than a few headshots out of you, and it's a shame, because, yeah, they're just not, of course they couldn't get the fucking hitbox on the headshots down, so that's not going to happen. It's not going to happen, Captain. Me peppy weppy. So,
let's do this, everyone.
Brutal Strength probably would have been helpful. You just, overall, it's just, you need more skill and you need better perks. These are just not cutting it.
Don't obsess, my children.
You forgot to bring a big knife.
Or, well, at this point, probably just one of your lives.
So, coming up, my friend, you do something really right that I wanna really tell people about, because it's important. It's really important when you're fucking new to the Huntress, that if you don't think you're gonna hit, you wanna use the hatchets to corral them, so you can hit them with the big axe. It's a simple strategy that the unaimed arrow never misses if you put it in a place that corrals what you're aiming at. Do it. And now right here you get super lucky. These people are like, hey, this Huntress needs target practice. Let's help her with some target practice. It's almost miraculous, to be honest. You really, these people are doing you an uber solid by having 3 people deep. I don't think your angle's gonna work on this. And you say you're trying to do a lob shot. If you want a lob shot when you have the quick wind up add-on, which you have, you got the quick wind up add-on. If you want a lob shot, you just, it's like you tap that, you let go of the meat. That's because you wind up so fast. You lobbies and you drawbies. You just gotta be quick with it. It's not gonna happen with the add-ons you got. You're not skilled enough. So, moving into the change games here.
Awesome! This is hilarious.
I'm going to take a moment to think about what I want to talk about before we leave.
This is so funny. All right, I only got one left. All right, hold on. Let's. dumbass. Why would you do that? I will make it. Do you have deliverance, maybe? I got 3 hatchets. Nope. That sucks. Best game you play.
Alright, my bad bovine. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you aren't so much for the accents, well then I'm sorry. That's Psych-Cow for you. If you want more of me being normal, you're gonna have to ask for Mr. Guileful. He's the more normal one, you see. It's all very confusing, but it all just boils down to I do whatever the fuck I want.
Some sick ass hatchets.
So, if you enjoyed this video, let me know. If you did not enjoy this video, I want to show you a different video, and I want your opinion of that. Because if you like that one but dislike this one, I'm going to be a little confused, because I'm trying to get a similar vibe between the two.
Come on, snap it.
And so if you were to like one but not the other, it'd be a little confusing to me, and I would, I'd need a little bit more of your insight, okay?
Fucking beautiful. Fucking beautiful. God damn. A symphony of chaos and gore.
So, yeah, if you're that person I just described, you are very important to me, and please let me know, okay? I love you all a long time, and I hope you learned a few things from this. I hope maybe you chuckled a little bit. Overall, I just really hope you enjoyed the video. I think it's really important to show our flaws, because anyone could have edited this video down to the sweet highlights and left out their weaker, tenderer side. But honestly, I find that since haters are gonna hate, if you just show them that you don't think the sun shines out your ass, they're less inclined to point and say, "Holy shit, look at that guy's ass." I hope that makes sense. And if critiquing my work in the comment section below isn't really your thing, I'm thinking of doing some advice videos. So, in the comments below, ask for some advice. It doesn't even have to be real. It could be fictitious as fuck. You could say, "Hey, my unicorn's got fucking super AIDS. What do I do?" And I will give you advice on what to do with your unicorn super AIDS. Moreover, if that ain't your style, making shit up and being creative ain't your style, tell me whether or not you would be interested in seeing my perfect game series. I have a couple of matches now where I got 32,000 blood points. They're a little longer, but I think that's kind of a cool idea. So pick one of those things. So let me know.